My fiance woke up at like 8 o'clock, and it was probably about like not even halfway up the pole of where that sign was, and I got up and I came out here and it was a little bit lower, and now it is awful. We've lived here for about 4 years now, and it has never flooded like this before.
Well, as we speak, folks are just getting their feet back under them after those flooding impacts throughout the day. As you heard that man sharing his experience near the Wakefield condominiums, all that flooding he saw, he was not the only one.
Yeah, long, steady streams of rain. They led to lots of localized flooding. It's a story we've been covering for hours, and we started out doing so on WCNC Plus. We had heard reports of rescues in progress and several other creek levels that were rising due to the continual rain that we saw. A reminder tonight that even when things are calmer, you still should pay attention to local leaders. Check this out. This video here just a few hours ago on Choate Road in South Charlotte. A CMPD officer had to flag down this car from driving any further into these waters here. This came moments after another car had been rescued from this area specifically to avoid this rapidly moving water, as you can see. So flash flooding left several roads underwater across the Charlotte area after hours of heavy rain.
Now, at this hour, fortunately, that water has subsided really after those creeks, though, earlier could not keep up with the rainfall. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is joining us live right now in Matthews, where you're telling us crews have cleared one of the roads that you're by actually just recently.
Yes, Samuel Road is open to traffic. The rain has moved out, although I felt a couple of drops. So hopefully, I don't know, we don't have to worry about too much more rain. But, you know, if you look at the lower end of that little dip area of the roadway, that's kind of where the water spilled over and where water from the nearby creek caused the roadway to be flooded and closed for several hours. Now, let's check this video out. This is what it looked like earlier today. Water rushing over the road near Independence Point Parkway. Now, the water eventually drained off, but not before causing delays, road closures, and forcing drivers to turn around. Now, police did have the area blocked off and issued a traffic alert, warning drivers to drive with caution and to avoid the flooded zones across town. Now, check out video in Madison Park neighborhood. Now, this is in Charlotte. Little Hope Creek caused some trouble there. It overflowed, sending water pouring into the roadway and shutting down Mockingbird Lane for hours. Now, this is an area I'm told is prone to flooding. Neighbors tell me years ago, several homes in the floodplain were removed and multiple culverts were added to help. But as you can see, they say it is still an issue. This is also an area we saw a car attempt to drive across the high water, but decided to turn back around. Officials are warning drivers not to go or travel across flooded roads because it can be dangerous. Neighbors tell me the flooding in the area are too common and leaving them with some costly damage.
We live on a hill, and the water, just the rain and the rushing water down my driveway just has created some erosion. I'm concerned about that. I'm going to have that looked at and have it fixed, hopefully coming up soon. But I want to make sure it's something that's going to last. And if we get continued bad rainstorms, I want to make sure that it's not going to be something I have to rebuild every year.
Now, again, out here in Matthews, the road is clear. Barricades have been removed, but officials still urging drivers to stay alert. Live in Matthews, Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Thank you, Jesse. We can also tell folks at home here, today's rain hindered a lot of outdoor plans, particularly in the park front. Mecklenburg County Park and Rec, in fact, says it had to close several parks. Specifically, it says Freedom, McAlpine Creek, Revolution, Ramblewood, and Kirk Farm Fields shut down early.
Strong rains just like this can lead to power outages. We're seeing close to 2,000 outages being reported in the area right now. Of course, we'll keep an update and keep an eye on things and pass any updates along to you. Let's bring in